Texas League Baseball is next. And good evening, everybody. We welcome you to Weekend Baseball. And now here is the star of your San Antonio Missions, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. Good evening, one and all, to everybody in the broadcast tonight, as we are getting ready for our fourth game of our six-game set between the visiting Springfield Cardinals and your Flying Chanclas, the San Antonio. Well, this is our last time seeing the Flying Chanclas for this year, and so far after tonight's game, we will not see them anymore after this one. Well, tonight is $2 Dr. Pepper, as we have our $2 specials on them type of drinks. And so far, pretty good as well. Series continues tomorrow evening, 7:05, as it will be our last ever night game for the regular season, as San Antonio and Springfield continues to go head-to-head. Don't forget our post-game fireworks after tomorrow night's game, and it'll be pretty fun. Sunday is our last ever game, as we'll have a 1:05 first pitch, gates open at high noon, as we'll get ready to close out the 2024 regular season. Don't forget, Texas playoff tickets are on sale as we get ready for our four finalists. Midland, Frisco, Arkansas, and Springfield will advance to the final four as they'll battle it out for elimination rounds. Though two teams will be eliminated, and the final two will go head-to-head in a best-of-3 matchup. And pretty much we're going to see a Texas League winner this year. Well, I'm joined in the booth by my partner, Bob, and I got to say, Bob, that was one heck of a win last night for San Antonio.
Yeah, it sure was, John, and, well, thank you for mentioning that
Final score 14-11 was San Antonio's greatest game ever. Even though Michael De La Cruz was injured last night, he had a tricep problem, and well, so far he's back tonight. And so far looking pretty good. The pitching staff, the managers, they'll be watching him closely as we go through the day to today and tomorrow, and even through Sunday. They're going to keep eyes on him and we'll make sure that he's good to go. Well, I got to say, Bob, it was a disaster last night, even though San Antonio winning 14-11. There was a lot of errors by the first baseman.
Yeah, I got to say, Sean Reynolds was out there. They immediately took De La Cruz off due to the injury. So far, they put at least one guy on there. He wasn't doing too good, so they put another guy out at first, and the manager had ejected that one guy, and pretty much he told him to come into the dugout and he was going to have a talk with him about making that many errors. Well, Bob, I would have done the same thing if I was him, and so far, making that many errors can really screw your team. Yeah, it really can, John. I mean, I'm telling you, it wasn't pretty good when the 5 errors committed by San Antonio last night. It was really, really bad. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, and I tell you one thing. Hopefully tonight we will not see any errors, but evidently 5 committed in this series against San Antonio. It just comes in to show that you can't make errors. You got to keep going, and you got to make that ball game look really good. But anyway, got to say, it's going to be another night for us here tonight as we get ready for our Friday night live stream here tonight as we get ready to go. Yeah, I got to say, John, it's going to be the best night. All of us are getting ready for this weekend baseball. Yes, it is the weekend, and we're just super excited that you guys are coming in. And get your tickets now at SanAntonioMissionsBaseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow us all season long. First pitch up from minor league baseball. And you can download the apps, YouTube Live, and First Pitch from the App Store or Google Play, whatever you may have. Well, anyway, Bob, we want to thank you for coming into our pregame show, and so far we are super excited for what we got coming up. Yes, we do, John. Well, anyway, if y'all have not watched the 2 newest episodes of Love's new series and Horseback Riding Adventures, they are out now. And don't forget, new episodes arrive next Friday night at 6 p.m. right here to the channel. But anyway, pretty good as we get things started. So anyway, we're back right after a prep broadcast. This one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides here in San Antonio, Texas. Well, we're back with the first pitch, top of 1 for Springfield coming up. On the bump tonight, Sean Reynolds, a right-hander, as he's coming on the mound for San Antonio here in this one. 97 on the 4-seam, slider, 2-seam fastball follow in suit for Reynolds here tonight. He's got 3 pitches to choose from here this evening. Chris Rotondo coming in as we're about ready to go for Springfield. And yes, a beautiful night for baseball. We're going to have a good time. And let's play ball. Here's the first pitch by Reynolds, and that one is popped up high in the air. Third baseman Pauly gets in the catcher's box, and he'll make the play just on top. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Nick Dunn.
Second baseman Nick Dunn coming in now. Boy, first pitch pop-up by Chris Rotondo is pretty much he's out on the high fly. That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Time of our ball game, 7:10 on this Friday evening. Just a beautiful night for baseball, and yes, sun is shining, and we got a good evening in store for us here tonight. Yeah, we sure do, John. Ball game underway, people playing throughout the Texas League, just getting really good. And right there, killed down by the first base umpire, and he went around
And that is 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. The count now to none. The pitch. That one is high in the air. Watch it fly. Boy, it's gone. And that's a home run by Nick Dunn. And he rounds the bases and heads back to the dugout. And it's a early 1-0 lead for Springfield. Well, they are really coming unglued as they did yesterday. Yeah, they sure did, John. And they had 11 runs for Springfield. But San Antonio had 3 runs, and it was a 14-11 ball game last night. San Antonio winning that ball game. Yeah, it sure did. No balls, 1 strike. Matt Koperniak up now for the Cardinals. The pitch is high fly in the air, and nobody will get there. That will land off the bump. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery. That one is lifted high in the air up to right field. In foul grounds is Castagnon, and he'll make the play for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Chandler Redmond.
That'll bring in Chandler Redmond as he comes in. Set to go is Reynolds. And the pitch. High fly in the air up to left. Howell under it. Makes the grab, inning over. But Nick Dunn gets a 1 run on a solo shot. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one on for Springfield. As we head to the bottom of the first, the Cardinals lead it 1-0. About ready for the bottom of the first for San Antonio. Right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, right-hander Tanner Jacobson coming in. What do we know, Bob? 95 on the four-seam. Curveball, slider, changeup will follow in suit for this guy on the hill for Springfield this evening. Well, we're about ready to go. And here's the leadoff man for San Antonio. Left fielder Corey Howell. Jacobson comes in. And he puts that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. A few clouds from time to time, and got to say otherwise generally clear on this evening. That is straightaway center as it's popped up high, and the center fielder will make the running grab for the out, and that is out number 1. Marcos Castañon coming in. He's ready to go. Boy, takes that in a strike, and it's 0-1. One away, nobody on here, as we're just getting things going here in this half inning.
That's out the corner.
That one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count now to Castañon. That one popped foul, and the count now 1-2. I've got to say, this will be our last weekend here in San Antonio for a long while, till we get into the 2025 year. I got to say, John, it's been an absolute pleasure being with you one more time again. And right there, strike 3.
Batting third.
I got to say, Bob, it has been nice working with you this summer. It's been really good. And hopefully we do it again next year. Yeah, we sure will, won't we? Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in. He takes the strike inside. It's 0-1 the count now. And that is right through the middle. That's a 2-out single. And boy, they are not done in this one. They're going to come back and try to walk in some runs. Michael De La Cruz coming back. He's returned from the San Antonio hospital. Gave us a call today around 3 saying, hey, I'm going to be on the roster. That's pretty good too. Here's the 1-0. That one is right there, fouled off, and the count now 1-1. Now, even though he does have that thing on his arm, so the hitting coach will come check on him every now and then. Everybody in the dugout just watching De La Cruz. That one is lifted deep to center. Racing after is the center fielder, making the play. That's the final out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We're heading to the second inning. Mellinger, Yeager, and Bushberger will lead it off top of the second for Springfield when we come back. Top of the second inning for Springfield right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Well, here is Noah Mellinger. Middle half of the Springfield lineup in the order. Leads it off top of the second. Slider inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Springfield leading this game 1-0 against San Antonio here this evening. That one is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, pretty good. Boy, it seems like the Rough Riders have Amarillo on the run. They are really going after them tonight. They're 8-0 in the top of the second inning there at Wateridge Field in downtown Amarillo. Here's a 2-1. That one is high fly in the air up to foul grounds, and that is out of play, so that'll be the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mellinger as he comes in. That is slow roller on the ground to the second baseman Dunn. He'll flip it to De La Cruz, and he's got it for out number 1.
The designated hitter, R.J. Yeager.
Designated hitter is R.J. Yeager. As he comes in ready to go. 1 away, nobody on for Springfield. The pitch is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Yeager. And the pitch. Sliced foul, and that's the count now, 0-2. Well, I tell you one thing, that Wednesday of this week, the city of San Antonio proposed a $160 million deal for San Antonio's new ballpark. But unfortunately, there is a little controversy about that, Bob. Yeah, and it's about that apartment complex way over there. I mean, they're forcing tenants to move out of that area so they can build a baseball park for San Antonio and to start opening day in it in 2028. Now, that is probably going to be the rough thing that would ever happen. That one right there, Mears will have it, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7. The
That,
third baseman.
gotta say, whatever goes on and whatever happens, well, I guess what I've heard is they're paying a lot of people that live in those apartment complexes over there. I mean, a big amount, like $500,000 for everybody that lives in that apartment complex. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on for Springfield. We are 2.5 with the Cardinals leading it by 1-0. So we're back here for more Texas League baseball as third baseman Graham Polly will step it in right after these commercial messages. About ready for the bottom of the second for San Antonio here in Missions Baseball Network. Third baseman Graham Polly stepping in. 5-6-7 due up, bottom of 2 for the Missions. That is a swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Yeah, right there and inside for a strike, and count now 0-2 to the third baseman. Here's pitch. That is up to left center. Outfielders give a chase. It's the shortstop getting it. As the shortstop calls off the left and center field areas for him to make the play, and that's out number 1. Designated hitter, Kai Murphy coming in, and that one is up to straightaway center, and he's watching it. And he hits the wall. By golly, that was awfully close on that one. That could have been a home run if that ball carried a little more further into the sky. Yeah, it sure did, John. I thought it was almost a home run, but apparently for San Antonio, that's their out number 2 right there. Yeah, I know it. That is, it's ugliest when it comes in all shapes and forms, Bob. There, I gotta say, they're absolutely right there, John. Boy, I gotta say, the Rough Riders getting up in the scores. Now they pack in a 10-0 advantage. Well, they are the top of the 4th inning there at Water Ridge.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one is high and outside. It's 3-1. And on deck is Ray Patrick Ditter. It feels good when you win a game last night and then you want to turn around and come back and try to get another one. Well, that is out number 2, or nope, it is not. That's ball 4. Boy, Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as he'll take one inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, I bet everybody is ready for the off season. I think all of us are. But evidently, we've had a great time over the summer. We've absolutely loved everybody coming out, enjoying our live streams, and we can't wait for opening day 2025 as it'll start the first Friday of April. That is Friday night, April 4th through the 6th, I do believe. 3-game set with the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And we're off to Corpus Christi for 6 games. And that's going to get away right there. And boy, that runner will go from first to second, and that decision is a wild pitch. Oh, I don't think them managers and anybody in that dugout is happy about that. I don't think so, Bob. When that manager has that go-to-hell look on his face, he desperately says, oh, yeah, you're getting on my bad side, buddy boy.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one right there is 3 balls, 2 strikes, and on deck now, Brandon Valenzuela. Now here's a 3-2 pitch. And right there, strike 3, and that ends it. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left for San Antonio. Top of the 3rd coming up as it's a Springfield 1-0 lead. Trey Richardson coming in for the Cardinals to lead off the top of the 3rd when we come back. This proud broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Visit us at westcreektrailrides.com. Here in San Antonio, we're located off 151 and Wiseman Road. Just find the West Creek Oaks Drive and you are good to go on that as well.
West Creek Trail Ride's a beautiful place where outdoor activities like horseback riding and horse on trails is pretty good as well. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. And on trail, you can experience adventure as well. It's a pretty good thing. Well, about ready for the top of the third inning for the Cardinals here on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Or Trey Richardson coming in as we're set to go 8-9-1 due up for the Springfield Cardinals here. The pitch, and did he go? Yes, he did. Peeled down by the first base umpire. He ruled it around for a strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, that was just ugly when you think about it, Bob. I mean, he sure got him in a grasp. More like a headlock. Bob, you get me tickled when you talk your silliness. Yeah. Well, Trey Richardson getting that one in for a double, and he's on second. Well, Springfield trying to get in and make up for last night as losing that 14-11 final. And I got to tell you, San Antonio sure gave them a whooping last night. They sure did. Oh, man. Here's Gavin Collins. He comes in, takes a strike, gets inside, and the count 0-1. Oh, I do apologize, Bob. Did you want to lead some? Yeah, sure. Well, I'm going to take over, so John, you could be my assistant as we get something going. That one outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hey, we both share this place. You know that better than I do. Yeah, right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second. There you go. Take over. Yep, that one high in the air. Castañon getting it. And he makes the play for out number 1. And the runner is not going anywhere. There is second. Chris Rotondo coming in. He's 0 for 1. A pop out in the first inning as he's coming in. Number 7 out there in scoring position. Waiting to go. The pitch. That's inside. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike. The count now to him. And the 0-1. Right there and in. Strike 2. Well, I don't think Rotondo liked that call at all. I mean, he's down an 0-2 pitch now. He's got a runner in scoring position and looking in forward to score in that run in that second base area. Yeah, for sure. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right there, strike 3, and they get him down. That's a backwards K for Reynolds. Boy, I bet he's going to be happy to get that one, and so far he will. Nick Dunn, solo shot back in the first inning, and we're looking to get something going here in this half inning. That one in the inside corner, strike 1, and count 0-1. Oh, great crowd, right, John? It sure is. We got a great home crowd tonight. That one is lifted high in the air and up to foul grounds, and that's the count now, 0-2. Got a beautiful sunset there, Bob. Boy, it's certainly coming in through the windows, and just gotta absolutely love that. Yep, no balls, 2 strikes to Dunn. And the pitch. That is fouled off, and it's the count now, 0-2. This kind of reminds you of what it looks like in the mornings, right? Yeah, it sure does, but well, evidently the sun comes up at about 7:15 a.m. every morning. Yeah, it sure does. 0-2, that is
Pop foul. Count now 0-2. No balls or 2 strikes.
That's the ball.
One is
1
upside.
ball, 2 strikes.
And the count now 1-2. 1-2 one more time. That is deep to center. And that's going to get down for a base hit. That's an RBI double as Dunn will steal second. And it's now a 2-0 Springfield lead here in this half inning. Well, I got to say, Bob, they're doing really good here tonight. They get a RBI double on that one. Yep, and here's Matt Koperniak as he comes in. The pitch, and that is going to be high, and it's going to drift. That's foul. Koperniak was a fly out in the first inning. And so far, pretty good on that one. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that's inside. Strike 2. Well, no balls and 2 strikes to count. The pitch. That's lifted high in the air. Valenzuela gets behind the backstop, and he'll make the play to end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on. We're 3.5 as Springfield leads this one 2-0. That'll bring in Brandon Valenzuela, Corey Howell, and Marcos Castañon as they'll get things going for the bottom of 3. We come back. Bottom of 3 for San Antonio here in this ball game right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, that'll bring in Brandon Valenzuela. Thank you, Bob. I'll take it from here. Boy, that one chopped foul. The count now 0-1. Boy, lovely evening, right? I gotta say, beautiful. That one right there, strike 2 swinging. And that'll be the count now, 0-2. Springfield leads it 2-0. San Antonio trailing 2.
1-2.
That one is outside, 1-2 the count now. One and 2. And that is up to right. That's a base hit. Well, now the tying run for San Antonio coming in. That's left fielder Corey Howell. As we head back to the top of the San Antonio lineup. Well, aren't you pretty sad that this is our last game with the Flying Chonkless? Yeah, I know, Bob. It's kind of upsetting, you know.
Well, only Thursday and Fridays do we do this. But evidently, it is the rules of minor league baseball. That is going to be up to right. Boy, that was almost a base hit right there. That one was down, and evidently for him, that was just an easy play. Marcos Castañon coming in as he was a strikeout. The first inning is 0 for 1. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 0-1. That's a swing and a miss right there. Strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to count now. Runner at first, 1 away. Castañon at the plate. And the changeup, he went around, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Center fielder is Joshua Mears, 1 for 1 single in the first. And the pitch, that's a swing and miss right there. The count now 0-1. And that is straightaway center. And that's going to be an RBI double as he beats it around the bases. And Joshua Mears gets an RBI double in for him. And that one courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. Whataburger served as hot, fresh, 24/7 for all of people in San Antonio. Michael De La Cruz coming in, swing and a miss for him as he can't hold up on that one. It's 0-1 to him. Boy, getting dark out here. Ball game underway. That one is outside, 1-1. Here's a 1-1. That one too high, near the face even. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. And that is right there for a count now 2-2. That one is right there. It chopped foul. Right there again, and that is foul. That one is outside, and that will be the count now 3-2 at full. On deck is third baseman Pauly. And that one is deep to right. Looking up. Watch it go. Gone. And San Antonio takes the lead. Boy, the 2-run shot comes in to score. And boy, this guy really hit it hard. That is Michael De La Cruz. 356 foot, 95 and a half on the exit velocity. Pretty good hit for that one. Third baseman Graham Pauly steps in. Boy, fouls that one off. The count now 0-1. San Antonio, 1-run lead against Springfield. In this one, they lead 3-2. 0-1. That one is straight away to first base, and that will do it. Well, it was 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors.
and they leave one left on. Top of the fourth, San Antonio leads it 3-2. Well, back here is Chandler Redmond. Will lead it off for Springfield as we head to the fourth coming up. Field right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. Well, next batter up is Chandler Redmond. Redmond coming in, looking in, is 0 for 1 of the evening. Reynolds coming in, and that's ground hopper. Boy, he gets that one. Watch him as that's handed off to De La Cruz. Boy, that third baseman, he's a Gold Glover for the reason of this year. Terrific play as he had to lay down for that one. Yeah, sure did. And that was a terrific stop right there, John. He had that ball right where he wanted it. He got it. Boom. Sayonara to the leadoff guy out at first. Here is Noah Mellinger as he comes in, and he fouls that one off. The count now 0-1. Round out in the second is 0 for 1 by Mellinger here tonight. Boy, pretty good evening. San Antonio still getting in, and that's going to be off the plate right there. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Mellinger. And a pitch. That is high pop-up, up to foul grounds. De La Cruz getting near the on-deck circle, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, R.J. Yeager.
R.J. Yeager coming in now as the line out in the second is 0 for 1. A pretty good night for all of us here thus far. A lot of fans coming in, still taking their seats. We'll give you final tallies into tonight's ball game. In the top of the 8th inning. No balls and 1 strike, 2 away, nobody on. That's a swing and a miss right outside, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 delivery, that is chopped off the plate, and that's still hanging on at 0-2. Oh, 0-2. Outside, ball 1. So 1-2 the count now on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that one is hit deep to left. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And that's going to be a tie for Springfield, as we're all knotted up at 3. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Springfield through the series is really good. And it sure is. Here is Jacob Bushberger now. The pitch is a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-1.
Reynolds looks in from the stretch and the 0-1.
1-1.
And did he hold up? Yes, he did. It's 1-1. Well, looks like the pitching coach is coming out, and so far it looks like Sean Reynolds may be done for the night. And yes, he will. Here comes the manager. That's going to do for the starter here tonight.
It sure is.
Well, he departs off of the mound, and he'll head back into the clubhouse, as that will pretty much do for him here tonight. Carter Lowen now pitching in for San Antonio. He's got a four-seam, slider, cutter, changeup, sinker. 5 pitches to choose from, and he's got a pretty good one right there. Jacob Bushberger greets Carter Lowen. Lowen now pitching in for the San Antonio Missions here tonight. And 1-2 strikes the count now, and we're pretty good as getting this weekend fastly underway. 1-2. That's back to Lowen, and they'll get him easily out at first. But R.J. Yeager ties the ball game on 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on for Springfield. Bottom of 4, we are deadlocked at 3. Designated hitter Kai Murphy coming in. Second baseman Lucas Dunn and shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter lead it off in the bottom of 4 for San Antonio when we come back.
About ready for the bottom of the 4th for San Antonio, right now on the Missions Baseball Network.
Designated hitter is Kai Murphy, 6-7-8 due up here in this 4th inning. The pitch, and that's going to be a slow roller on the ground, up to second, going to first, and they'll get him easily. And that is out number 1. And time is being called as here comes the manager, and it looks to me that will do for tonight's Springfield starter. Well, they are pretty much getting set for a reliever coming in. This proud broadcast brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides and here in San Antonio as well. Connor Lund coming in, 4-seam fastball slider, changeup 2-seamer. Will get the pitching duties for Springfield as he'll get in relief. Lucas Dunn coming in. Ready to go, and here's a pitch to him. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 0-1. Brandon Comar coming in as he's a right-hander warming up in the Springfield bullpen. Don't forget, one more night game, and this will be the finale night game for a Saturday night. Sunday will be a deciding factor. First pitch 105 on that day. San Antonio and everybody getting ready to take on the off season as we get ready to enjoy a little peace and relaxation and focus more on things like horseback riding and
just having the best time outdoor in the outdoor world. That's pretty nice.
That sure is, John, when you go out and ride horses. You know, I've been riding horses since I was 5 years old.
Oh yeah, well I've been riding horses since I was 8 years old. So how you like that? Ha ha ha.
You're funny. Yeah, that's a swing and a miss right there. 1-1 to count now to Ditter.
2 away, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, we're deadlocked at 3. Boy, a hot afternoon ready to go on Sunday. Temperature at 96 degrees.
1-2.
Monday will be the official end of the regular season.
And Tuesday night will be the start of our Texas League playoff rounds.
There in, I think, Midland, Texas, first time up. Yeah, it is in Midland. So we'll have the 17th. And pretty much that will do. So no runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio here in this first half. Top of the 5th coming up as we have Richardson, Collins, and Rotondo leading things off for the top of the 5th for the Cardinals. We're tied at 3 in this one.
About ready for the 5th inning for Springfield right now on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, here is the next batter up. Trey Richardson leads it off, top of 5. 8-9-1 due up in this 5th inning for the Cardinals. That's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Got to say, we're pretty much sad to say goodbye after Sunday's game. Evidently, everybody is getting ready to do the off-season.
There sure is, John, and bet there's going to be a lot of work in this stadium over the off-season.
No balls, 2 strikes, a pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down, and that is out number 1. Richardson goes down on strikes. I'll bring in the next one, Gavin Collins. Collins coming in and ready to go, and just ready on that one, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Lofted high in the air, straight away left. Howell in under it. Will make the grab, and that's out number 2. Well, here's Chris Rotondo now as he's 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop out. Well, happy weekend, everybody. A lot of kids out of school, and so far just glad you could come in and join us on this Friday night here in San Antonio, Texas. 4th of 6 of this game in the series. Tied at 3 apiece in the 5th. That one down and in. It's 1-1. Final 4 teams of the Texas League playoffs. I've said it before. The Midland Rockhounds, Frisco Rough Riders, Arkansas Travelers, and Springfield Cardinals are getting up there. And that's going to be up to a double, as Chris Rotondo is a 2-out base runner. There is second. Yep, and I will say that over the next weekends, I mean, when everybody is finished and we have an off season, I don't know what we plan to do over the weekends. No, I don't know, John. I mean, you'll figure it out. I mean, it's either being up on the ranch, having a good time, and just enjoying life is just need fit for it. And it sure does. No, Bob, it's been a long year for us. I mean, here in San Antonio and for our San Antonio missions here, I just got to say we are grateful that we do have 2 more after tonight. 1 more night game for the year. 1 more day game for a Sunday. That's pretty nice. Lofted high in the air. De La Cruz getting under it. Makes the grab. That's the half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on for Springfield. 5.5 were tied at 3 as Valenzuela, Howell, and Castañon will lead it off in the 5th inning for San Antonio. So back here after this, it's 3-3 or tie as we go to the bottom of 5. Bottom half of the 5th inning for San Antonio here in the Missions Baseball Network. Brandon Valenzuela stepping in now in the bottom of the 5th. 9-1 and 2 due up. Valenzuela, Howell, and Castañon leads it off here in this half inning. That is high pop up, straight away third. Third baseman will get it. And that will be out number 1. Corey Howell 0 for 2, fly out and a line out here. Boy, just a nighttime and beautiful. We got about half moon tonight, right, Bob? Yeah, I gotta say, just looking at it, it is just beautiful. I mean, half of it is shrouded in dark, the other half is shrouded in light. Well, pretty nice, right, Bob? I gotta say. Well, as the off-season approaches, and yeah, we'll have a lot more nights as we look at the moon and sunsets and everything about it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good after Sunday's game. I bet there's a lot of people that are tired and they're ready to go home. That one is up. Slow roller up to the shortstop area. They'll get him out at first, and that's out number 2. The right fielder is Marcos Castañon, as these 2 strikeouts is 0 for 2. Well, this could be another 1-2-3 inning for San Antonio, as pretty much they are still in a tight ball game. I mean, still looking for a way to strike in some more runs, and
That'd be really good as well.
Yeah, sure would be, John.
And that is right there. Swing and a miss, and that's the inning. Well, 5 innings in the books. No runs on a hit, no errors. And they leave 1 on. Top of the 6th inning, and we are deadlocked at 3 apiece. Matt Koperniak coming in. Redmond and Mellinger will follow in suit behind him as we lead off in the top of the 6th inning here tonight.
Top of the 6th inning, set to go for Springfield right after in this one.
Well, we're about ready to lead it off here in this half inning as Matt Koperniak coming in. They're set to go. Lowen waits inside, and here's the pitch. Down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Top of 6 underway here for Springfield here tonight. That one is right there, foul. And still hanging on. Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now. Nobody out, nobody on. The pitch. Slow roller up to short. Detter will throw to De La Cruz, out number 1.
The first baseman, number 22, Chandler Redmond.
Oh, Chandler Redmond coming in as he's 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. And the pitch, that one is fouled off. The count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to him, down and in for a strike. It's 0-2.
I don't think Redmond likes that call at all. I mean, he's shaking his head to the home plate umpire and he's telling him, oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I know it, Bob. 0-2. That one is lifted high in the air and foul. So he'll still see another one. No balls, 2 strikes to count, and the pitch.
Right there, strike three. Rings him up and rings him down to dry. As that is out number 2. So that's going to bring in Noah Mellinger as he comes in. Ready to go, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Mellinger, 0 for 2 of the night. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one popped up, and it'll go foul. No balls, 2 strikes to pitch. That one high in the air, foul. Going 2. Popped up, and that is continuing to be out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to count now. And still hanging on. And that is another foul off. Oh, and 2. That's right there. Foul. No balls, 2 strikes counting out of Bellinger. And again sends it foul. Well, that's a lot of fouled off balls that he's doing, and so far, I tell you, he is getting it pretty good right here. 0-2. Again, that's foul. 1 foul, 1 after another. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and finally wore him down. He's tired enough, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for Springfield. 6.5 coming up, and we're tied at 3. Joshua Mears, the center fielder, will lead it off in the bottom of 6 when we come back. Bottom of the sixth, set to go for San Antonio here in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, hopefully we are still live, and yeah, I guess we are. Chris Rollcroft and Hunter Hayes coming in. Righties warming up in the Springfield dugout. It's a bullpen. Okay, so it's the exact opposite of that. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now to Michael De La Cruz. That one is outside, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Lofted high in the air up to left. Left fielder will make the grab, but that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham.
Third baseman Graham Polly stepping in. Pop out and a ground out 0 for 2. 3-3 or tie here in this ball game. Flip to first, and that's out number 3. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for San Antonio. As we head to the 7th inning, Yeager, Bushberger, and Richardson will lead it off when we start the 7th. So back here for more as we're still tied at 3. Top of the 7th, set to go here in this one. Well, R.J. Yeager coming in now is top of the 7th inning, still tied at 3. That's in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1. That one inside, strike 2. First 2 pitches have been called a strike, and boy, it's sure getting ugly out there. And the pitch. That one outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's pitch, and that's going to be lifted high in the air, and that will go towards the picnic area. So the count now 1-2, still hanging on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't even know what is going on. Just keeps on buffering. But anyway, hopefully it'll stop doing that. We're going to take a bit of a break, and we're going to see what's going on. Bob, is everything looking good? Yeah, everything looking good. Surely we'll hope to keep things going here in this one. Yeah, thank you, Bob. Well, we're back here as we're starting up the top of 7, 1 away, still tied in 3-3, nobody on. That one is lofted high in the air, and that will go out of play. And that will be fouled for a count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to pitch. That is fouled off and still hanging on.
0-2. And that's going to be right up to Castagnon as he makes the grab, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 7.
Here's Trey Richardson. The pitch is high in the air, and that'll go out of play, foul. Yo, 1. Down and in, and that's 1-1. One and one. That's a high pop up. And that is fouled off. 1-2. That one fouled, and it's still hanging on at 1-2. One and two, one more time. Again, fouls that one off and still hanging on. One and two. Outside, 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one right there, and that's in front of Castagnon as Richardson gets a solo shot to a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Gavin Collins.
Third, that'd be the 9-hole batter, Gavin Collins. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, one strike. That one up the straightaway right. Castagnon gets it, and that's the half inning over. 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark, and it's still deadlocked at 3. So Kai Murphy will lead it off, bottom of 7 when we come back. Bottom of the 7th for San Antonio, right now the Missions Baseball Network. Will Kai Murphy stepping in as we're still tied at 3-3. Well, I gotta say, pretty good one. That is up the center, and he's going to stop it, and right there, out number 1. Boy, Lucas Dunn coming in as he's ready to go as one away, and the pitch.
That one up to straightaway center, and that's going to get in for a one-out single.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Ray Patrick Ditter.
Ray Patrick Ditter coming in, the shortstop. Coming in for San Antonio here in this one. Ready to go, the pitch. That one lofted high in the air up to the center field area. And that's out number 2.
The batter, the catcher, Brandon Valenzuela.
Catcher's Brandon Valenzuela, 1 for 2 single and a run. Well, I bet after the offseason, a lot of guys will get it. It's a pretty good night rests. And that will do as that was hit to third. He'll flip to first. And that's a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for San Antonio. 8th inning coming up. Rotundo done and Koperniak will lead it off in the 8th inning. Top of the 8th inning for Springfield, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Chris Rotundo coming in as he's set to go. But before we get things off and running, we are going to have a pitching change for the Missions. Giovanni Cruz coming in as he's got a sinker, slider, changeup, four-seam fastball. He's coming in for the Missions here, and Cruz now pitching in for San Antonio. Here's the pitch. That is inside, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count now, and the pitch. That is slow roller up to Dunn. He'll pass it to first, and that's out number 1. Boy, I tell you, Michael De La Cruz is a whole lot better than that one dude that was out there yesterday at first. 5 errors for him, and so far the managers were not happy. But evidently it's no harm done, but even though being lucky, that was also pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes to Dunn. And the pitch. It's outside. And the count now 2-0. Here's the pitch. That one is inside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one fouled, and it's still hanging on. So 2-2 delivery. Right there, that is still out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, nobody on top of the 8th. That is popped high in the air, foul. Two and 2.
Down and in, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And that is a strikeout looking.
Now back, left fielder, Matt Caperniak.
Well, Matt Caperniak coming in as he's ready to go. That is up to straightaway center. Mears makes the grab, and that's out number 3. Well, this will do it. As we're now middle half of the 8th inning, and San Antonio needs to get something going if they want to come back in this one. Hunter Hayes coming in, 4-seam slider, slurve, circle change, 2-seam fastball. Get pretty good arsenal right there, Bob. Very sure does. You got to watch this guy. Because evidently you blink an eye, you might miss something.
Nope. Oh, one ball, no strike.
That one is outside, and the count now 1-1.
Whoa. 2-1.
That one is right there and in, and count now is 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking, and that will be out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder,
Marcos Castañon coming in. That is a strike 3 swinging. That one up the middle. And that will be out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Joshua.
Center fielder is Joshua Mears, 2 for 3, double, single RBI. And right there and in, and the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. And the count now 0-2. Right there, that is a ball outside, and count now 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there. One and two. That's a grounder up to the third base area. Flip to first, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for San Antonio. Top of the 9th inning coming up, and we're deadlocked at 3. Now back here from Morris, Chandler Redmond will lead it off here for the 8th inning.
About ready for the top of the ninth inning. Set to go for Springfield. Right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Chandler Redmond stepping in now. And that's going to be straightaway center. And that's going to be a no-out single for Redmond. Got to bring in Noah Mellinger. As he comes in, ready to go, takes a strike inside at 0-1. Yo, 1. That's inside, strike 1, strike 2. Go 2. That's high pop up, straightaway left. Howell getting under it, makes a grab, and that's out number 1.
The bat, number 3, designated hitter, R.J. Yeager.
Designated hitter is R.J. Yeager. Solo home run in the 4th. Allen right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yo, 1. Allen right there, pop found. The count now 0-2. Go 2. High pop up. And it gets by. And Springfield scores in a run.
Now down, third base,
On an RBI triple. Golly, how did that happen? Well, you could thank the center fielder Mears. Well, he's after that ball, and he nearly had it, but it got away from him. Jacob Bushberger coming in, ready to go, and boy, that one's going to get out of here as quick and easy over the yard. And out of here as it goes, as now the Springfield Cardinals lead 6-3 here in this half inning. Well, pretty good in this one, and so far it is a pretty good one. Well, time is being called as here comes the manager as that will bring in Jose Luis Reyes as he will pitch in for San Antonio.
number 26.
Four-seamer, slider, changeup, two-seam fastball. Gotta love the colors of the Flying Chancla uniforms. White, yellow, blue. Oh, Pepto-Bismol pink in there. Gotta absolutely love it. That is right there, gloved by the second baseman, Lucas Dunn.
The catcher, Gavin Collins.
And that's gonna bring in Gavin Collins. Collins coming in, ready to go. 0 for 3 of the evening.
That's the ball.
Going outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom of 9 coming up, and now San Antonio needing a 4-run difference to win this one. That's right there, and that's going up to the left fielder, Corey Howell, as he gets in. Oh, Jacob Bushberger gets in a couple of runs on a few hits, no errors, and no one left on. We are 9.5 here tonight as we're getting set to go here for the bottom of 9 for San Antonio. Back here for more right after this. A new relief arm coming up in this ball game. We're back here for more right after this. Bottom of 9 for San Antonio here in this half inning. The Missions Baseball Network. Ryan Shreve coming in, a four-seam fastball sinker coming in. What do we know, Bob?
Well, he's got the closing door assignment in this ball.
Boy, he was really good. Shreve will meet Michael De La Cruz. As that's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 0-1. 3 to tie up, 1 in to win it. And that's going to be up to right as that's going to get in. And that's going to be a no-out stand-up double. And that's a Michael De La Cruz. People there at Whataburger giving us coupons for that double meat cheeseburger. Courtesy of our fans there and friends at Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7 for all people of San Antonio. And now third baseman Graham Polly's. He comes in. That one hit the second, throw to first, and that's in plenty of time. And that is out number 1.
The designated hitter.
Well, 2 more outs to go, and here's designated hitter Kai Murphy. 0 for 3, ground out in the 7th inning. 5th game of 6. It'll be our last night game of the regular season. Sunday afternoon, we are pretty much down to our last ever in the finale of the 6-game set. So far, we are pretty much getting ready to go, and that's going to be out number 2. As that one caught up in the foul ground to the left fielder. Lucas Dunn is coming in. He's 1 for 2, single in the 7th. Boy, good night here for Springfield as they lead 3, and I don't think this lead is going to get San Antonio back where it needs to be. I don't think so, John. 3 runs. You need 4 to win it. Here's a 1-0. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now is 1-1. So one more night game starting tomorrow evening. And that's going to be right there in the end. And the count now 1-2. One and two. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. And San Antonio getting their 57th. Springfield getting their 79th. Boy, they came in and they got everything here tonight. And that means, yeah, everybody played baseball this evening. You're pretty good on that. Well, our final score tonight, 6-3. As Springfield wins this one, and we're back after this.
For the victorious Springfield Cardinals, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Mission, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, I gotta say, tonight was a pretty good ball game. And yes, San Antonio will lose this one by 3. R.J. Yeager is a 2-for-4 home run with a third base area. Hunter Hayes is the winning pitcher for Springfield, and Giovanni Cruz will get the loss for San Antonio. Ryan Shreve will get the save for the Cardinals, and so far he did pretty good in this one here tonight. But anyway, pretty good. Well, for the Flying Chanclas this year, this has been our last ever ball game to wear those type of uniforms. Well, San Antonio will have their Mission home white uniforms tomorrow evening, and our ball game starting at 7:05. And after the game, sit back, relax, and enjoy the last fireworks show of the 2024 regular season. And don't forget our first pitch tomorrow evening at 7:05, as it'll be our last night game of the season. Well, one more on Sunday, and we are going at it at 1:05 p.m. And, yep, after that, everybody will be finishing up with the regular seasons. And we are pretty much gone for the rest of this year. But it's been a pretty good one thus far, and hopefully everybody's been enjoying themselves coming out to the ball game and enjoying what we have out here at our San Antonio ballpark. But anyway, hope you guys are super excited for a few more games, and we're getting ready to have our Texas League playoff rounds before you know it. Well, our final score, Springfield wins it 6-3, and that is our evening. For all of us here, we hope and pray that you all have a good night, drive home safe, and we'll see y'all again tomorrow evening at 7:05.